and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kristen and I hope you like what you see and decide to stick around and hit the subscribe button. So today I'm going to be showing you guys all of my empties for the month of May. Now these are just things that have honestly been piling up for a while. I haven't even finished all of these in May. It's kind of been an accumulation. And if you've watched a lot of my empties, this may be a little bit repetitive for you. I can't say I have anything overly exciting in here, but you guys seem to like watching these, so I keep making them. You guys might be able to hear my husband. He's in the office working. Yeah, so I think we may be in need of a new empties basket, guys. Do we see that massive hole over here? Like a giant hole. This thing's falling apart. I found Banjo sitting in it, and he kind of broke the side of it. So he's my cat for anyone who's new here. So let's go ahead and get started. So this one here I need to repurchase because I really liked it. It's the Herbal Essences Detangler. I've really been into using detangler lately, and here now I have a different one I'm using. I don't remember what the brand is. I don't love it. I won't be rebuying that one in particular, but once that one's used up, I will be rebuying this. It smells good. It makes your hair smell really good. This one is the Mixed Berry fragrance. I love it, and I think it does a really good job with just detangling your hair. I like to have these kind of things on hand, and I love using them every time I go to brush my hair just because it helps soften and helps my comb go through. So that's definitely going to be a rebuy for me. Next one here is Pure Silk Shave Cream. If you've been watching any of my empties, this has probably been shown half a dozen times in like nearly every single one of my empties. This is just one of my favorite shave creams. I don't think you can beat the price tag on it, and a lot of times you can buy them in packs of 2 for I don't know, $3 or $4, and like one on its own is like I don't know, $2 or $3. So I always end up getting the Raspberry Mist because this is the one I'm always finding in like 2 packs. So it's always the same smell, kind of over the smell, but I don't want to pay, you know, like $3 for a different scent when I can pay like $4 and get 2. It just economically doesn't make sense. So I keep rebuying Raspberry. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just kind of bored with the smell, but I just can't bring myself to spend, you know, if I could spend just like $1 or $2 more and get 2, you know, almost for the price of 1, I think it's well worth it. Next one here is another one that you guys have seen a lot of. It's the Secret Outlast Extend Clear Gel Deodorant. I love this stuff. I've been using it from high school. It is like my ride or die deodorant. I don't switch up my deodorant. Personally, I like to have as neutral of a smelling deodorant as I can, and this is pretty neutral smelling. I mean, it has a very mild scent, but it's like a clean scent. I've tried other deodorants that have like a fruitier fragrance, and I feel like that smell mixing with any sweat or body odor that I might get throughout the day doesn't do good things for me. So this right here really helps keep me from sweating. It keeps me dry, and it keeps me from having any kind of BO, and I swear by it. It's supposed to be a 48-hour protection, and I definitely feel like that is true. Throughout the years, I have had times when I've had to put that to the test, and I will stand by that. This stuff works. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that a lot of times you can also find this one in a 2-pack as well, for just a little bit more than the price of getting 1. So like I never buy these single because I think it's for like $6 or $7 you can get a pack of 2, and I think these are normally about $4 to $5 for 1. So a lot of times Walmart will have them in 2 packs. We have a Meijer here that'll have them in 2 packs. I'm sure CVS and other places do the 2 packs as well. So keep an eye out. A lot of times you can get 2 for the price of 1. This next one here is kind of a new one here for my empties video. It's the Batiste Dry Shampoo. This one is the tropical scent, which I really liked. And I've really been enjoying this dry shampoo. I currently have a different scent of the Batiste Dry Shampoo in my bathroom that I'm working on. I don't remember what the scent is in my bathroom, but I love the tropical one. And I feel like nobody ever talks about it here. Everybody always seems to talk about the cherry scented Batiste, which is okay, but I don't love it personally. But this tropical one is a coconut. Oh, it says coconut and exotic tropical. It definitely has the coconut smell to it, which I love anything coconut smelling. So this will definitely be a rebuy for me. And I'm pretty sure that Ulta had a sale when I bought this, and I think it was like a buy one get one half off, which is how I ended up with 2 cans. Because regular, I think these are like $7, which I'm not one to really invest a lot in hair care products, so for me that's like kind of expensive. I'm totally the kind of girl who gets her shampoo and conditioner from Dollar Tree, not even gonna lie. So to spend $7 on some dry shampoo kind of kills me a little bit. But I was able to get it, I think, like a buy one, get one half off. So it was definitely doable. A whole can, I'd say, lasts me a month, maybe 2 months easy. So it definitely goes for a while. And it works. It works. I can't complain about that. I know a lot of people have issues with getting a white cast from it, and I have a whole video that I can link down below that shows you how to use dry shampoo if you don't know how to use it, or if you think maybe you're using it incorrectly, because the way that I use it, I don't have the white cast, and I've never had that as a problem. Next one here is a little bit of a smelly good. It is the Sweet Pea perfume from Bath & Body Works. This particular perfume kind of has some special meanings, like this glass bottle in particular. This was one of my grandmother's perfumes, and she passed away, gosh, it might have been 3 years ago now. It's been a little while, maybe 4. And this is just one of the things that I inherited when she passed, and I had it sitting on my vanity for a long time, didn't want to touch it because it had been hers, and then I came to the realization that, it's going to go bad eventually. The perfume's not going to be the same pretty pink anymore, and it's going to go bad. So I decided that I might as well at least use the perfume on the inside of the bottle, which I really enjoyed. Getting these little fancy actual perfumes and not the body sprays isn't something that I do often, so this was a treat for me to have the actual perfume, and I really enjoyed using it, and it smelled really good. It still smells really good, and I think this glass bottle is going to go back on my vanity. Okay, here's another hair care product that I love. This is Aquanet hairspray. You can't beat Aquanet. I don't care what anybody else says. I've tried so many different hairsprays and none of them do it like Aquanet. If I'm going to use a hairspray, which isn't often, but if I'm going to, I want to have a firm hold. I also like that this says all day, all over hold, all weather, and I think that is definitely true. When I was in color guard, back in high school, we used Aquanet to hold our hair in place because we always had big buns and big updos, and we needed something that was really going to give it that firm hold and keep it in place all day long. And that included doing performances, and we're like, running and jumping and throwing our heads all over the place and doing these crazy dance moves, and we needed something that was going to hold our hair in place. And Aquanet just does it, and it does it at a lovely price. The stuff is like $1, maybe $2. I know you can hear my animals right now. They're running around. I start talking, they start running. But yeah, this stuff just holds it in place. You seriously can't beat it. It says it's unscented. I disagree with that. I think it kind of smells. It's not a smell that really lingers after you use it. I don't think so anyways, but it does kind of stink, okay? It's not the best smelling hairspray in the world. What I used to do in high school was I would use Aquanet, and then I would put Aussie hairspray on top of this, because Aussie hairspray smells amazing. Personally, I don't think it works for shit. It doesn't hold your hair in place, but it smells amazing, and Aquanet doesn't. So this one to hold it in place, Aussie to make it smell good, you're ready to go. This next one here, some of you might remember from my Brown County, Indiana vlog, which I can leave down below if you guys want to check it out, because at the very end of that vlog I did a whole haul of everything that I bought while I was in Brown County, and this in particular was a bag of wax cubes from the Thompson Candle Company, and it was the apple dumpling smell. I loved the smell of these, but I was disappointed with the way they burn because it was just so mild. Like in the package, it was so strong. It was like hit you in the face. I was like, yes, this is gonna make my whole house smell like apples. And it didn't. It was disappointing once they were burning because they didn't. This is definitely something that I would say should be used in like a bedroom or a bathroom, or if your kitchen's closed off, your living room's closed off from the rest of the house, and it can just kind of smell up one room. I think that'll work really well. But my house is more of an open flow concept, and so the smell just kind of got lost. It wasn't strong enough to scent my entire home, which was rather disappointing, especially since I paid $7.95 for this. But it was a cute packaging. It was fun to get. I've got one more of these to go. I got it in blueberry pancakes, I believe. So hopefully that one will be stronger. But yeah, I can't say that I would recommend these, especially if you have like an open flow concept. Again, if you had like one room you wanted to give a really good fragrance to, I think these would work really well. But for a whole house, they're just not strong enough. Next up, we have a couple of lotions. I finished up the Jergens Soothing Aloe. I really like this lotion. I used him a lot last summer. In the summer before that, it takes me forever to get through lotion, so I've had this guy for a good 2 or 3 years, to be honest. But I loved using him during the summer months because any time my skin felt like it got a little bit too much sun, was close to a sunburn or a very mild sunburn, I felt like this stuff did a lot to help soothe my skin, give it a really good hydration, and help heal it from any kind of minor sunburns I may have gotten. I wouldn't recommend using this if you have like a really severe sunburn, but if it's just like a really mild, got a little too much sun, nothing major, but it's, you know, a little achy, I feel like this stuff would really do a good job. And again, I used it a lot for the past couple of summers, but I finally just went ahead and polished him off because there wasn't a lot left, and I was like, no sense in hanging on to that, so just went ahead and used him up. It has a really good smell to it. It's a very mild aloe smell, which I really like. I think it's really good. A very clean aloe smell. So I really enjoyed that. This next one here is the Nivea Touch of Sparkle Moisturizing Body Wash. Sorry, I thought this was a body lotion. It's a body wash. It actually has shimmer to it, and it actually like kind of left a shimmer to my skin, which was neat. Other than that, I don't know how much I really liked it that well. I mean, I don't think I would really rebuy it. It did its job. It got me clean, but it didn't have really much of a fragrance. So if you definitely like more of a mild fragranced soap, you might really like this. But yeah, it's just, there's not much of a smell to it. But the leaving like a shine to my body was kind of nice, which it's called Touch of Sparkle. It's supposed to moisturize and illuminate. I don't know that it did a whole lot for moisturizing, but it definitely left the shine, which was kind of neat. That part kind of almost made me wish I had saved it for summer, but I don't know. It just overall was a little bit gimmicky in my opinion. Okay, we got a couple of hand soaps. This one is the Black Cherry Merlot from Bath & Body Works. This has to be one of my favorite hand soaps. It's a foaming hand soap. I love, love, love the smell of it. I have it quite often. It's definitely been a rebuy for me, and I'll definitely get it again. This next one here is called Source Skincare Clean and Protect Antibacterial Foaming Hand Soap in Cool Plum. I can't say that it had much of a smell to it, but I liked it for the kitchen area just because it did have the antibacterial. So like if I'm cooking and I'm like touching raw meats and stuff, I need to wash my hands frequently. I felt like it was really good because it doesn't say that it's a moisturizing hand soap, but it felt like it was, so that was nice. And I also like that it has the antibacterial properties, so that it'll just take care of any icky germs on my hands while I'm cooking and whatnot. So I definitely repurchased this. It says it's a Cool Plum. Oh, it says it has with lotion in it, so that makes sense for why it felt moisturizing on my hands. It's in tiny print. But the Cool Plum smell, I can't say that I could smell it at all. I feel like this was like a no fragrance product in my opinion, but I would definitely repurchase this, especially for like a kitchen hand soap. Let's go ahead and go through the rest of the wax melts that I have. Most of these, there's a couple that aren't, but most of these are from Walmart. A lot of times Walmart will put their wax cubes on sale for like 98 cents, so I like to go in and stock up. I feel lately a lot of them have been kind of the same fragrance repetitively, but every now and then you'll go in and they'll have 5 or 6 of them that are just all different smells, and at 98 cents a piece, I feel like you can't beat that, so I just like to stock up. This one is Farm Apple and Pumpkin. Then I have a mulled cider, and I have an Aloha Colada, pina colada if you will. Honestly, it's been so long since I've used these, I don't remember that much about them. I do remember the mulled cider being quite strong, and I really liked that. Yeah, because it was definitely strong enough to do my whole home, which was nice, and I can appreciate. I like something that just makes my whole home smell like apples. But as for the colada and the farm apple pumpkin, I don't remember that much about them. The farm apple pumpkin smells really good, but I don't remember how strongly fragranced it was. And then the pina colada one, I feel like it was more of a mild fragrance. I think that it did more of just like my living room and dining room, like my immediate living space. I don't feel like it did my kitchen and hallway and my bedrooms very well. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely smells good, but I feel like it was just like definitely stronger than that other stuff that I was showing you guys from the Thomas Candle Company. Because that just, like, it didn't even do the dining room, which is where my wax melt is at. But this guy, I feel like he did more of just the local living space, kind of keeping in, like, the dining room and the living room. Then these last two here were samples I had from the Jewelry and Candles Company. This was something that my husband got for me a couple of years ago, honestly. We were actually living in our trailer. So that's been over 2 years ago. And someone, I think, was a consultant for this company and was handing out free samples, and he picked me a couple up. So I'll leave it linked down below. I know that it's still around because I Googled them not too long ago. But this is one of those neat little candle companies where when you get a candle, it has like a piece of jewelry inside that you get out. So that's always kind of fun. Personally, I've never had the big size. I've only had the 2 samples. But this one was candy corn, and I remember he smelled really, really good. And he was fairly fragranced too. And these were tiny, tiny little wax cubes. Like they were, I don't know, maybe like the size of my thumbnail. Like they were really small. But they were really fragrant. So I really liked the candy corn. And then I think this one was Japanese cherry blossom, and it was really well scented as well. It wasn't as strong as candy corn, but it had a really strong scent to it, and I really liked that one too. So I'll leave a link to, I will link everything down below. I don't know that I mentioned that in the beginning. Everything will be linked down below if you're interested in anything, and that includes this little candle company. Okay, here we have a couple of body washes. This one is White Rain and Energizing Citrus. I believe I picked this guy up at like the Dollar Tree. It smelled really good. It did its job. It foamed really nicely. I felt clean afterwards. I would be open to repurchasing this. Surprisingly, seeing as I get most of my hair care stuff from the Dollar Tree as far as shampoo and conditioner goes, I tend to actually like getting Bath & Body Works body washes. But this one was really good, and I would definitely repurchase it. I feel like the soap is a little bit thin. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it like swishing around in the bottom there. It's definitely a thinner formula soap, but it foams up really nice, and I feel like it does the job pretty good. This next one here was a sample that I got in a Pinch Me box a while back ago, so if you want to see the unboxing for that, I will leave it down below. It's the Olay Ultra Moisture Shea Butter Ultra Hydratant. Oh, that's in Spanish. Never mind. It's a body wash. It smelled really nice. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely very creamy going on. It foamed up really nicely. I would be open to rebuying it. I wouldn't be against it. I definitely liked it. And it, like I said, it smelled good. I don't know. It wasn't like anything super special to write home about, but if you, I like the Olay brand to begin with for like a facial moisturizer, and it was definitely very moisturizing on the skin. So if it's one of those things where like you love the Olay brand and you buy their body washes on a regular basis, I think you'd really enjoy their soap. I know that I enjoyed it. But again, I tend to go more towards the Bath & Body Works soaps personally, so I would be open to repurchasing it, but I don't know that I will. Okay, we've got a couple of toothpaste in here. This one is called a Nail Guard Extreme Whitening. It has anti-cavity fluoride for sensitive teeth. Helps to harden tooth enamel with acid protection formula. Gently whitens teeth. So it's supposed to be like a gentle tooth whitening toothpaste. I picked it up from the Dollar Tree. I don't know that it was anything special to write home about. It's supposed to be a mint flavor, I believe. It doesn't really say on the packaging. It smells minty, but it's like a weird minty. I mean, it worked overall, but I can't say that it gave me like overly fresh breath. It wasn't something that like super stuck with me all day. It's toothpaste from the Dollar Tree. Like, I don't know. There's not a lot to be said about that. It's kind of one of those things if you're getting what you pay for when it comes to this. Did it work? Yes. Is it worth repurchasing? I don't know. I feel like even the Dollar Tree has better $1 toothpaste than this one. But I'm seeing here on the back that it's made in the USA. So I like that, and that makes me a little more interested in repurchasing since now I know that it's made here in the US. This next one here is Colgate Optic Whites Express White toothpaste. It says whiter teeth in 3 days. I got a small travel size of this because I do have sensitive teeth, and so super strong whitening products can cause sensitivity to your teeth, and so I didn't want to get like a full size one because I didn't want to cause a lot more sensitivity. And honestly, just having the small one, I think it lasted me maybe a week, and it was my husband and I both using it. I felt like I didn't really have any new sensitivity from it. Oh, looks like I've got 2 of these in here. Okay, so I got the sample size first, and then I got the full size. All 3 of these toothpastes were used between me and my husband. I definitely feel like it did do a lot for whitening my teeth. The first guy I decided to get because 2 years ago we lived in our trailer. It had horrible hard water. You literally had to brush your teeth with hot water because it tasted so bad. But we were renting the place, so we weren't about to put the investment in for a water softener, and it actually yellowed our teeth. It was that bad. It was safe for drinking and using, which that's a whole other story in and of itself. We actually had to get like water jugs to fill up from other places for drinking and cooking, but for brushing our teeth and stuff like that, we still used it, and it yellowed our teeth really bad. So I was just over it after 2 years of using like regular toothpaste and just like hoping it would kind of whiten and lighten up on its own now that we don't use that kind of water, and not having any difference, I decided to go ahead and get a whitening toothpaste. It definitely helped to whiten my teeth. I don't know that it did it in 3 days, but by the time the end of this tube, by the time we used up the rest of this tube, I definitely felt like my teeth were whiter, and this lasted us a good week, maybe 2, I don't really remember, but I repurchased it, and it definitely is one of those toothpastes that gives you a really nice, fresh, clean breath, which I like, and it's one of those that, you know, it stays with you for several hours. You just feel like your mouth is clean and smells good, and it worked for the whitening. So it's not something that I buy all the time. We're currently using a different toothpaste because, as I mentioned, whitening toothpaste can cause a lot of sensitivity. So I like to, you know, break it up a little bit, maybe like every other one, get one of these, but this is definitely going to be a repurchase for me after we use up our other toothpaste that we're working on right now. We've got a couple of more things left in here. One of them is just like your basic chapstick. This one was pumpkin pie. It was a fun novelty thing. I like trying out different chapsticks. I don't know that I would rebuy it. It was definitely very pumpkin-y. I wouldn't say that it burned or anything, but you could definitely tell there was like a cinnamon and a nutmeg to it, just for like flavor-wise. You could definitely taste it, which was interesting being a chapstick. But it was moisturizing. It did everything that your normal cherry chapstick does. I don't know that I would rebuy it. It was kind of a weird flavor just because it was pumpkin pie, and it was definitely a pumpkin pie flavor, but you were rubbing it on your lips. So I mean, it wasn't weird enough for me to not use it because I used it completely, but I don't know that I would repurchase it. This next one in here is from Derma E. It's a purifying daily detox scrub. It's a facial wash. I got this little sample guy in Ipsy. I really liked it. Like, it had little tiny granules in it to help exfoliate your face. I feel like it did a really good job. I don't think it really had much of a smell to it. No, I didn't really have any smell. The color's kind of fun. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that or not, but it's almost like a gunmetal gray. It's kind of pretty, kind of pearlescent looking, but it worked really well. This small little sample guy lasted me like almost a month. I would definitely be open to repurchasing that. I feel like it did a good job. Okay, we're getting to the end, guys, I promise. This one right here is an e.l.f. blending brush. I put him in here because he's just not very soft. I don't know what it is. This is the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. I have 2 or 3 of these that I have kept. One of them even has a broken handle, like it's cracked. I don't know what happened, but it's definitely cracked. But all of those are the same brush, feel so much softer than this one. This one is just like thicker and denser, which would be fine, but they're not soft bristles. I think I just got a dud. This is one of their $1 brushes from e.l.f., so I'm really not complaining. I used him for a while, but I just felt like I was scratching my eyelids, so I finally decided enough is enough. Like I said, I've got like 2 or 3 other ones of these. It doesn't hurt me to get rid of the one that bothers me. I don't like using him anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss him out and call it quits. 2 more beauty products in here, guys. This next one here is another sample from Ipsy. It's the Eva NYC Hungry Hair Oil Treatment. I loved this guy. Honestly, anything from Eva NYC that Ipsy sent me, I have loved. I haven't gotten Ipsy now in like well over a year because they sent me so much stuff. I was like, I gotta chill out on this. But I'm just working on using up all my samples that they did give me. And this was just an oil, and it smells so good. Like they're anything from Eva just smells amazing. Like I just want it as a perfume. It smells so good. My little man is waking up, so we gotta hurry. I just like to use him in the bottoms of my hair just to like kind of give it a silky texture, and then I'd work it up to the tops here to help with any flyaways. I don't have any of it in today, so I don't know why I'm trying to like act like I do, because I don't, but it worked really well. I loved it. Would definitely repurchase. Next one here is a Hemp's body lotion. These are called Power Shots. I don't even know if you can buy these anymore because the last one I showed you guys, I couldn't find a link for it. So I'll see again if I can find it. If not, I will just link the regular Hemp's body lotion because Hemp's body lotion is amazing. Honestly, I'm not sure what the difference is between the body shot or the power shot and like a regular bottle of it, because I feel like they're the same thing. This one was in fresh peach and rosewood. It smelled really good. I really liked it. I've had several of the Hemp's body lotions throughout the years, and they always are just super moisturizing to the skin, always make me feel great. They always smell amazing. I love them. I've rebought them. I will continue to rebuy them, and I will continue to recommend them. So last 2 things in here are just kind of funsies. If you've seen my New Year's resolution video, you'll know that I set some goals. And one of my goals this year was to get through a coloring book, because I do like to color, but I felt like for a long time I had coloring books sitting around, but like I never used them up, and for 2, like I just didn't color that much. So I decided to kind of make it a little bit more of a priority for myself, just because it is something that I enjoy. And I started an Instagram just dedicated to coloring, and I post pictures of what I color. So if you guys want to check out that coloring Instagram page, I will leave a link to it down below. It's called Coloring Enthusiast. I haven't been posting as much recently as I was. Kind of burnt myself out, but since January I've gotten through 2 coloring books. My first one was Mandela's, and then the second one here was Flower Fashion Fantasy. I liked both of these. I think I like the Mandela one a little bit better. The Flower Fashion Fantasy one had just like a lot of tiny detail to it, which personally I don't find that relaxing to color. I feel like it's a lot of work. So I like things that are a little bit bigger and a little bit easier to go through, and a little more mind-numbing, if you will. This one I just picked it up because I got it from like Yurtle, which is pretty much a garage sale site. Rest in peace. It's no longer active, but I got it for like a little bit of nothing, so I went ahead and picked it up anyways, and I got it used up, so now I can get these out of my house. But I really did enjoy them, and again, if you guys want to follow me on my coloring Instagram page, I will link that down below. So that finishes up everything for my empties for this month. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Again, all the products I've mentioned will be linked down below, so go check those out if there's anything you're interested in getting for yourself. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these things on your own. You can't see them, but they're all right here. Let me know if you guys have tried any of them yourselves, what your thoughts and opinions are on it. If you really enjoyed the video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I think my husband's back on the phone.